According to recent studies, 70% of feline behavioral issues stem from a simple, tragic misunderstanding. We treat cats like small humans, but they live by a hidden, primal code. You buy a luxury memory foam bed, yet your cat chooses a discarded Amazon box. Is it a snub? No, it's a survival rule. This virtual box phenomenon proves cats perceive a different reality, one where a tape square is a fortress and a direct stare is a threat. If you've ever felt your cat quietly giving up on you, understanding these invisible rules will rewrite your relationship starting today. When you greet a dear friend, you look them in the eyes with a warm smile to say, "I'm so happy to see you." But when you do that to your cat, they might feel challenged to a duel. To a cat, a hard stare is a dialect of aggression. In their world, locking eyes is a prelude to a fight, which is why they often look away or give you a disapproving slap. You can close this loop with a simple physiological trick, the slow blink. By half closing your eyes and pausing, you aren't just being cute. You are actively lowering your cat's heart rate and signaling you are not a threat. It's the feline equivalent of a love letter, proving that less is more. While eye contact is about trust, our next rule is about respecting their personal space and that pirate gold instinct. We've all been there. Your cat looks irresistible, and your first instinct is to scoop them up for a big hug. It's like finding pirate gold. You just want to grab it. But for a cat, being grabbed feels like losing their most precious asset, autonomy. While we mean well, forcing a cuddle can cause a spike in their stress hormones. This rule isn't one size fits all. A Siamese might vocalize and demand attention, whereas a laid-back ragdoll might go limp, but still prefer to initiate the jump onto your lap. By waiting for them to choose you, you are providing the emotional security they need to truly bond. When a cat knows they have veto power over a hug, they'll actually seek your company more often. Respecting their space is one thing, but your cat is also a master cartographer mapping out your home in invisible ways. Imagine this. You've washed the blankets and fluffed the pillows, leaving the room smelling like a fresh spring breeze. But your cat immediately emerges frantically, rubbing their chin over the laundered fabric. Are they itchy? No, they are desperately trying to rebuild their invisible world. To a cat, your home is a chemical library. By rubbing their cheeks, they aren't just claiming ownership. They are constructing a scent fortress to combat anxiety. When we scrub away those familiar scents, it feels like someone erased their cherished family photos. By washing their favorite things gradually or leaving one unwashed blanket nearby, you allow them to keep their comforting scent map intact. Speaking of how they connect with us, have you ever noticed that your cat rarely seems to chat with other cats, but always has plenty to say to you? Imagine that familiar meow when you pull out the can opener. You probably have a full conversation back. But here's the glitch. If you put two adult cats together, they almost never meow at each other. So who are they talking to? Science reveals the adult meow is a highly adapted behavior, an acoustic hack developed solely for us. Felines figured out that a kitten's cry perfectly triggers the human caregiving instinct, so they kept doing it into adulthood just to train us. By answering, you aren't just being silly. You are completing a communication loop they spent thousands of years perfecting to reach your heart. Speaking of survival instincts, have you ever wondered why your cat suddenly panics the second a door clicks shut behind them? You know the look? Your cat pauses at the threshold, tail twitching, or panics when a door clicks shut. We usually think they just want an escape route from the vacuum. But here is the glitch. Their obsession with tight spaces and open doors isn't just about danger. It's about thermodynamics. Science calls it the thermoneutral zone. While humans are comfortable at 70 degrees, a cat's ideal temperature is between 86 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit. When they hunker down in a cardboard box, they are using it as a brilliant insulator to maintain body heat without burning extra calories. Leaving doors cracked isn't just a tactical retreat. It allows them to freely seek out the warmest microclimates in your house. Keeping them warm is vital, but when showing physical affection, do you know the one spot that causes them severe sensory overload? We all love a good petting session, especially when they lean that soft cheek into your hand. But have you ever been gently rubbing your cat's face only for them to suddenly swat you away or give a grumpy nip? It leaves you wondering, what did I do wrong? Here is the glitch. It's not a sudden mood swing. It's a biological condition called whisker fatigue. A cat's whiskers are highly sensitive sensory organs connected straight to their nervous system, specifically the follicle sinus complex. When we use heavy continuous strokes near their muzzle, it causes severe sensory overload. It's exactly like someone shining a bright flashing light into your eyes. To keep the peace. Keep those cheek rubs light, rhythmic, and brief. Preventing sensory overload while they are awake is crucial, but did you know that where your cat chooses to rest is also a matter of scientific survival? We all know that peaceful scene your cat is tucked into a square of afternoon sunlight, paws folded in that adorable loaf position. It is incredibly tempting to walk over and plant a kiss on their head. But here is the glitch: when you do, they often give a heavy sigh and walk away. Why are they so grumpy? To a cat, that loaf isn't just a cute pose. It is a highly efficient heat conservation posture. When they tuck their paws in, they are actively preserving energy. When you interrupt that, it's like someone yanking your warm blankets off in the middle of a deep sleep. They now have to burn extra calories just to get warm again. Think of the sunbeam as their private do not disturb zone. If you respect their need to recharge, they will reward you with affection on their own terms. We've all fallen for it. Your cat rolls playfully, exposing that soft, irresistible belly. If a dog does this, it means scratch my tummy. But with a cat, the second you make contact, paws clamp down for a bunny kick and a nip. Why the betrayal? It isn't a trap. In feline language, showing the belly is the ultimate declaration of trust. They are communicating, I feel so safe that I am willing to expose my most vulnerable organs. However, it is not an invitation to touch. Touching a cat's belly triggers a hardwired predatory defensive reflex. To their nervous system, it feels like a sudden attack on vital organs. Next time, admire the compliment from afar or offer a gentle chin scratch instead. Earning this trust is a huge honor. But there is another place where your cat feels completely exposed and vulnerable. We all want our bathrooms to be private, so we buy fancy covered litter boxes and tuck them away in quiet corners. It seems like a respectful gesture. But here is the glitch: your cat might suddenly avoid the box, choosing your living room rug instead. Why do they reject the privacy we provided? Science calls this ambush anxiety. In the wild, eliminating is the moment a feline is most vulnerable. A covered box with only one exit feels like a dangerous trap rather than a private bathroom. They actually prefer open boxes because it allows a 360-degree view to scan for potential predators, like the family dog or a loud vacuum. By providing an open box in a clear spot, you aren't removing privacy. You are giving the gift of security. Making them feel secure is one thing, but could changing dinner time be making them sick? We often feel guilty when our days get stuck in a rut. Humans love spontaneity, so we assume our pets want surprises too, maybe a new brand of food or pushing dinner back by an hour. But here is the glitch. What feels like a fun change to us feels like an unpredictable earthquake to your cat. This isn't about them being spoiled. Science shows that a highly predictable routine directly stabilizes a cat's cortisol levels. When their schedule is disrupted, that stress spike doesn't just make them hide. It can trigger physical illnesses like feline idiopathic cystitis, a painful bladder condition. Keeping dinner exactly at 5 p.m. isn't boring. It is preventative medicine that keeps their body healthy. While a steady routine keeps them grounded, there is another hidden rule about how they connect with us emotionally, and it requires you to do absolutely nothing at all. Picture a quiet evening. You're reading in your armchair, and your cat settles on the rug on the opposite side of the room, often with their back to you. It's easy to feel slighted, as if they are purposely ignoring you. But here is the glitch: your cat isn't giving you the cold shoulder. In the complex social structures of wild felines, constant physical touch isn't the norm. What your cat is doing is called passive bonding. By choosing to exist in the same space and turning their back, they are showing the highest level of trust. They are saying, "I know you have my back." This silent presence isn't aloofness. It's a profound, ancient form of companionship. When they sit across the room, you've been accepted into their inner circle. But as cats enter their golden years, suddenly hiding away means something entirely different, a warning sign you cannot ignore. As the years go by, you might notice your once social cat spending more time tucked away under the guest bed or deep in a closet. It's easy to think, well, they're just getting older and a bit grumpy. They just want some peace away from the grandkids. But here's the glitch. Sudden isolation in a senior cat is almost never just a mood change. It is often a silent cry for help. In the wild, a predator showing weakness instantly becomes prey. When older cats develop painful conditions like osteoarthritis or feline cognitive dysfunction, similar to human dementia, their deepest survival instincts tell them to hide their vulnerability. They aren't being antisocial. They are trying to protect themselves while dealing with hidden pain. If your senior cat suddenly becomes a master of hide and seek, don't just leave them be. It's time to schedule a gentle vet visit. Helping them age gracefully and pain-free is part of our promise. But whether your cat is a wise senior or a bouncy kitten, there is one ultimate upgrade for their environment that taps into their ancient wild roots. We do everything to keep indoor cats safe, locking doors, providing toys, and avoiding busy streets. It seems like a peaceful life. But here is the glitch: you might still catch them scaling expensive drapes or chattering at birds. They aren't just being naughty, their DNA is calling. Domestic cats inherited a deep instinct for vertical territory from their ancestors, the African wildcats. They need to climb high to survey their domain. By adding vertical wall shelves or building a catio, a safe enclosed outdoor patio, you satisfy that ancient wild instinct without risking their safety. It's the ultimate way to honor the tiny lion living in your living room. Every cat is a master of their own feline code. What is your cat's name? Drop it in the comments below. Also, what is one mystery behavior your cat does that you still don't understand? Ask your questions and we'll decode them in our next deep dive. We've traveled a long way today, from the wild deserts of Africa to the cozy sunbeams in your living room, all to decode the silent language of our feline companions. It's clear that even the smallest behavior, like a slow blink or a love for cardboard, is a profound testament to the trust they place in us. Now we want to take a moment to honor the real stars of the show. Please head down to the comments and share the name of your beloved cat. Let's fill this space with a roll call of our furry kings and queens. Also, if any part of today's video sparked a question, or if there's a mysterious cat code you're still trying to crack, ask away. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, and for watching all the way to the end. Your devotion to your cat's happiness is what makes this community so special.